Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. I am Sumaya Abubakar, taking you through the stories trending online that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today. Tribunal sacks NNPP's Abba Yusuf, declares APC's Gawuna winner in Kano. Edo Deputy Governor Shaibu begs Governor Obaseki days after he was locked out of his office. Africa can overcome poverty, others with AI, says NCC boss Lambata. And Rwanda's President Paul Kagame announces run for fourth term despite spending 23 years in power. Top of what's trending today, we have the Tribunal who sacks NNPP's Abba Yusuf, declares APC's Gawuna winner in Kano State. The Kano Governorship Election Petition Tribunal has sacked Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf and declared the All Progressive Congress candidate Nasir Gawuna winner of the March 18th election. Recall that INEC had on March 20th declared Yusuf, who contested on the platform of the New Nigeria People's Party, the NNPP, winner of the election. According to the results released by Ahmed Doko Ibrahim, the returning officer, Yusuf polled a total of 1,019,602 votes, while Yusuf Gawuna of the APC secured 890,705 votes. Dissatisfied by the outcome of the election, Gawuna and his party approached the tribunal. Delivering its judgment on Wednesday, September 20th, the three-man panel ordered the withdrawal of certificate of return, which INEC presented to Governor Yusuf, and directed a certificate of return to be issued to Gawuna. The court deducted 165,663 votes from Governor Yusuf total as invalid votes, stating that the ballot papers of that number were not stamped or signed and therefore declared invalid. A netizen commented, "So far, they allowed APC to take power at the top. Just forget it. They would ensure other outcomes come their way." When PDP and LP took APC to court, NNPP was romancing the letter. Now their eyes is clear. It's sad that a tribunal could upturn such a well-deserved victory by the NNPP. The more you look, the less you see. Another said, this tribunal keeps sacking other parties' candidates for APC. Another person said, no worry, this tribunal judgment will reach everybody. Thought you people put religion and tribalism first. It will reach everybody. Next on what's trending, we have Edo State's Deputy Governor Comrade Philip Shaibu, who begged Governor Godwin Obaseki to forgive him. Shaibu fell out with the governor over his ambition to contest the forthcoming governorship election in the state. The rift led to the governor being moved to another office outside the government house. Recall that he was locked out of his office on Monday, September 18th. But speaking with reporters shortly after his investiture as the Grand Patron of the Catholic Men Organization of Nigeria, the CMO of the Catholic Archdiocese of Benin, Shaibu apologizes to Obaseki. Take a look.
Like I always tell people, I am a loyal servant. There's nothing that has changed. I took a personal vow to support my governor, and I can only wish that that relationship that we have, I pray, I know in the next few days and weeks, it will come back. I'm missing my governor really, but by the grace of God, I know God will touch the governor's heart and touch all of us, and even those that are trying to be in between, God will touch them to know that I mean well. If there's any mistake that I've made as human, it's just human. It's not out of weakness, because I'm not wicked. I have a very clean heart, and I will use the medium too to appeal to Mr. Governor. If there's anything that I don't know that I've done, please forgive me, so that we can develop our state together. We have just less than how many months? Just 1 year to go. We have been the envy of the entire country. It's still possible. So, Mr. Governor, please, if there's anything you feel that I've done, I am sorry. I need us to work together to finish well and strong, because that is my prayer for you.
A guy opined, another bullying we are talking about, using the power unnecessary to oppress others. Another guy wrote, power in Nigeria or in the hands of these governors is like being a thin gods. With all the support for this same person, Shaibu offended all his political proteges to make sure Obaseki secured second term. And someone said, you tried to outshine your master. Okay. Next on What's Trending, we have the Executive Vice Chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor Umar Dambata, has said that with artificial intelligence, the AI, Africa can overcome challenges of poverty, food, insecurity, healthcare, among others. Speaking at a recent event in Abuja, Dambata said in recent years, we have witnessed remarkable advancements in AI across various sectors, including healthcare, agriculture, finance, transportation, education, and even governance. AI-powered solutions have the potential to address some of the Africans' most pressing challenges, such as limited access to healthcare, food security, financial inclusion, and infrastructure development. However, for Africa to fully embrace the benefits of AI, we must address several critical factors. First, we must invest in building the necessary digital infrastructure. This includes expanding broadband connectivity. In Nigeria, as of July 2023, the broadband penetration stood at 47.1%. Also, the continent must commit to ensuring reliable power supply and fostering a conducive regulatory environment. He continued, we need to invest in education and training programs that equip our youth with the necessary skills to participate in the AI-driven economy. By nurturing a generation of AI experts, we can elevate Africa's position in the global AI landscape and create job opportunities for our youth. A netizen said, we need light and internet to run it though. Someone replied him with, pray that light doesn't come because AI is far worse. It snatches jobs away from humans very fast. Shine your eye. Another person said, I am 100% sure you just heard AI from your children. Next on What's Trending, we have the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has passed a vote of no confidence on the contractors handling the East-West Road project. During an inspection of the road on Wednesday, September 20th, Umahi decried the condition of the road despite the 71 billion naira pumped into its rehabilitation by the federal government. The minister, according to a statement by the ministry's Director of Press Public Relations, Blessing Larry Adams, gave the remarks after traveling by road from Abuja through Kogi, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa to Port Harcourt, Rivers State. His trip to Port Harcourt through the East-West Road was to inspect the progress of the highway. Take a look.
Let me pass vote of no confidence on this road. I wouldn't certify anything on the road. The road has completely failed, totally failed, and is totally not acceptable to us. And the worst is that you've seen the places you walked. They are pools of potholes. There's no conscience to go back to put anything on it. This project must have to stop and be reviewed. We have been brainwashed in this country. We are badly being brainwashed. You're building something on the so-called asphalt. You're on site, the road is failing. You are still doing the same thing, meaning that every 3 years we have to reconstruct our roads. And when Mr. President introduces reinforced concrete road pavement, people are running helter-skelter. This is not acceptable. I'm not here to make the contractors happy, but I'm here to make God happy, to make the president happy, to make Nigerians happy. We must have value for our money.
A guy said, most contractors are worse than some politicians. You get paid for a job, but end up using substandard equipment to finish the job. Another person wrote, can't Ministry of Works collaborate with civil engineering departments in our schools to handle this project? How come a white man continue to handle our various projects? Someone added, don't blame these contractors because sometimes the system is whack. Project approved for 10 billion, last, it will be only 3 billion that contractors will see. The same people that approved the project will share 7 billion and expect the contractor to build heaven on earth. Let's take a short break now, and when we come back, you will see what happened with a journalist in Nigeria. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's Newsfeed. Now, missing Zamfara journalist Hamisu was found dead in a septic tank. A veteran Nigerian journalist, Hamisu Njiba, has been found dead in a septic tank otherwise known as Sockaway, 3 days after his family declared him missing in Zamfara State. The Nigerian Union journalist, the NUJ, in a statement on Thursday, September 21st, said Njiba was reported missing by his family from his residence in Gusau, the state capital. The correspondent of the Voice of Nigeria was alleged to have been abducted by suspected kidnappers, and his body was later found in a sockaway by students of an Islamia school after an unpleasant odor was found to come out from the backyard of the deceased residence 3 days later. After breaking the sockaway, the body of the slain journalist was confirmed to be that of late Njiba by his family and neighbors. Funeral rites have since been carried out according to Islamic injunctions. The council, while expressing deep concern over the nature of Njiba's demise, appealed to security agencies to thoroughly investigate the matter and bring the perpetrators of the dastardly acts to justice, the statement reads. A netizen commented, "The Nigerian elite wants to do whatsoever they want without any form of criticism." A lady said, "Nigeria isn't a friendly place for journalists anymore." And another lady said, "Two things. It could be an accident. Maybe somehow he fell into it. Or two, he may have been assassinated and his body dumped there. Investigations can reveal the cause of death. RIP, sir." Next on What's Trending, we have the nurse who treated Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, has been arrested following the singer's sudden death. Actress Abba Gidagida made this known on Instagram after a meeting with the Lagos State Commissioner of Police to discuss progress on the police investigation of Mohbad's death. Recall that Mohbad's father, James Aloba, in an interview had raised questions about the qualifications of the auxiliary nurse who injected Mohbad before he died. Abba Gidagida also said that the State Commissioner of Police said Naramali and Sam Larry, two people who have been accused of assaulting Mohbad, have been since summoned by the police. Other details the actress revealed after being meeting with the police are that protection will be provided for Mohbad's wife and son, and that they agreed that with the family's permission, Mohbad can be given a befitting burial after his corpse is exhumed for an autopsy. Take a look at what she had to say.
They will have to now focus on that, and it will delay the whole process. So please, let's just calm down. You know, as long as they're going to do the autopsy and everything, they've made some arrests. You know, like the nurse has been arrested, that I know. You know, that's the only information I can give you right now. But they've arrested some people. They are asking some people to turn themselves in. Do you understand? So let's just give them that 2 weeks. I beg you.
A lady opined, "The nurse have a lot of questions to answer because what exactly happened to him?" Someone said, "We are getting there. This is what we signed up for." Another person wrote, "Well done, Iyabo. Your selflessness and kindness will never be in vain. God Almighty will continue to bless you for lending out your voice." Next on What's Got People Talking is Rwanda President Paul Kagame, who has said that he plans to run for a fourth term in election due to be held next year. A former rebel chief, Kagame became president in April 2000, but has been regarded as the country's de facto leader since the end of the 1994 genocide. He was returned to power to office with more than 90% of the votes in elections in 2003, 2010, and 2017. Yes, I am indeed a candidate, Kagame, who has ruled over the country with an iron fist for decades, told Journey Afrique, a French language news magazine, in an interview published online on Tuesday, September 19th. "I am pleased with the confidence that Rwandans have placed in me. I will always serve them as long as I can," the 65-year-old was quoted as saying. The Rwandan government in March synchronized the dates for its parliamentary and presidential election, which are due to be held in August next year. Kagame presided over controversial constitutional amendments in 2015 that allowed him to run for more terms and stay in power until 2034. Asked in 2022 if he would seek re-election, Kagame said he would consider running for another 20 years. "Elections are about people choosing," he told the France 24 news channel in an interview. A netizen commented, "He has done a good job so far." A lady wrote, This man changed the history of the country. The citizens love him. He stopped religion by 70% and sacked most of the government workers that are not doing anything. He is a good president, one of the neatest country in the world. Another lady opined, he has done remarkably well, but having a good succession plan is key. He should leave the stage when the ovation is loudest. Lastly, on to a funny video of a baby who had a great discovery. Take a look.
Ice cream for her birthday party. Legally, let go. Let go. Let go. You guys are helping Brittany.
Now that baby just discovered how nice ice cream it tastes. And that is all on Newsfeed today on Trust TV. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Bye.